Hey, how's it going? It's Grant with the Garden of Eater, and tonight we're talking about the American Shrimp Contest. This time it's going to be in New Jersey. It is going to be September 6th and 7th. We still have a little over a week to register. Registration ends on September 3rd, and you have to have your shrimp at the contest by September 5th, and you can ship them in. You could do priority shipping on Monday or Tuesday. On Wednesday, that's a little bit risky. You could also do overnight or express mail on Tuesday and Wednesday. I never recommend shipping on Thursday or Wednesday priority, just because if there's any delays at all whatsoever, then the shrimp are not going to make it to the contest. We'll still do our best to get them in there on Saturday, but it is a pretty hectic day once Aquashella starts going. However, it's still more than enough time if you ship your shrimp in on Monday or Wednesday to get your shrimp into the contest, and then make sure you include a return label and extra bags, and we will ship your shrimp back to you. You could also donate them to the volunteers, whatever you want to do with those. But we are looking forward to going back to New Jersey. Aquashella, I don't believe, has been in New Jersey, but we did, however, have the aquatics experience there for sure. And it was a really nice venue. I know Reefapalooza is still out of there as well. And there's, a nice little area right there by the expo with a lot of good food, nice hotels. And then, you can take a bus into New York. So entry into the shrimp contest does get you VIP to the weekend. And one little quick update. The entries are buy one for $25, get the second one for $5. So every two entries would only be $30 now instead of $50. So we weren't able to figure out how to get it $5 for each one after the first entry, but $5 for the second entry is the best we can do, and that's better than nothing. So welcome Davo and Scotty. And Scotty said, okay, let's do this. Ready to enter my shrimp for the contest. The baby, I think Shelby and the baby will make an appearance here in a little bit. How's it going, Christy, Chevy Fish, Jonathan G. Welcome, guys. Richard, Go With The Flow Aquatics. Hopefully you're going to enter some shrimp into the contest as well. But for those who is your first time entering into the contest, Garcia Aquatics, nice to see you. We're going to do a little walkthrough so everybody can figure out how to enter on their own. Everything is done through the website aquashella.com, and you'll go here. Dallas is already over, so we'll click on New Jersey, and then you got to scroll down a little bit. Also, we are operating on new internet tonight, so please let me know how everything is running. Maybe later I'll do a speed test to figure out if we're actually getting better internet or not. So it's been 1 week, not almost 1 week. But here you got exhibitors, creators, some weird guy as educators, charity raffle, kids zone. There's Layla, contests, and we'll stop there and click on contest. You've got the Aquascape contest, which entry and everything for that is already over with. We went ahead and entered that, me and Shelby, and we've got the kids with us this time, so I'm sure they'll be helping us as well. I'll get the Aqua Naturals in there for Shelby and Pisces real quick. Oh, it's going slow and lagging for me. Oh, man, talking about the good internet. It's not working good. There's a Stingray contest now, which is awesome. There was a Koi contest in Dallas, so it's cool to see there's going to be one in New Jersey as well. The Clownfish contest is back. There's been one before in the past, and maybe it's because it's closer to the person that runs it in New Jersey. So here you go, Scotty. We've got Myra joining us tonight, and of course the lovely Shelby K. How you doing? So you want to take it from here? We're just scrolling through, showing everybody how to enter into the contest. This is Shelby's forte. I made it this far, though. You know,
It's pretty good, I heard. And of course, you make it to the American Shrimp Contest here. There's also the Guppy Contest as well. And of course, Dustin always does his kids' aquascaping contest, and then the main scape offs on the stage, which is the frag off and the scape offs. So they change those every time. Always something new. Guppy Contest is run by John Oliver. Is it called J. Oliver Guppies?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, he's got some great guppies. So it's really cool. A lot of contests at this show. So very excited for the New Jersey one. I really do enjoy the little.
If you bump
There
that
we go.
cord, it's going to mute. So, not quite sure when that. I just would not touch.
Hello?
Yeah, it's working. So, go back to the contest. The other page. All right, is this one being shared though?
Not.
That's what we pulled up a new window.
They changed all this.
Want me to do it? It's right here.
This?
Share screen. It's not there.
No, it just says stop screen.
And then share a new one.
There you go. Really got to change things. There we go. Sorry.
All right, sorry. We're back. So here's the address to the New Jersey Convention Center. This is where you'll ship the shrimp into. And then you've got your 6 categories to choose from. Category 1, Neocaridina, all types and colors. And I'll just kill 2 birds with 1 stone and run through this at the same time. You've got your red cherries to blue dreams in this category, right? Some of the fan favorites and judges' favorites have been the greens, the yellows, and if somebody were to enter some nice rillies into the contest, they would get some good points as well. So those are the shrimp that I'd recommend to enter in this contest. However, several times, some really nice big red Neocaridina shrimp end up coming out on top. So, some big blues have won in the past as well. Honestly, you just want to enter your largest, deepest, darkest color of your Neocaridinas that you have. The groups are 3 to 5 shrimp. I highly recommend entering 5 shrimp. So that way, in case 1 or 2 of your shrimp even perish on delivery or something like that, you've got 3 shrimp to enter in the contest. If there's less than 3 shrimp, usually that is a disqualification, and you definitely don't want that. So category 2 is the crystal category. This is usually dominated by crystal reds or crystal blacks. Some nice big snow whites, though, would really dominate the contest as well. But there's not really much to choose from. Get your biggest crystal shrimp entered in the contest that don't have broken pigment or splotches or anything like that. Sometimes the old crystals, the bigger they get, you can get a little splotchy breaks in their pigments and stuff like that. So sometimes you sacrifice a little bit of size for the crystal category. But remember, size does matter. Anybody that says that to us at the show gets a good little sticker for that. And then category 3 is Taiwan bees, extreme blue bolts, extreme red king kongs. Those are the two that usually dominate. Some really nice big shadow pandas, though, would do really well in this category. Also, category 4 is the tiger category. Usually orange-eyed royal blue tigers dominate this category, or the black tiger orange eye. But, some nice red tigers, orange eyes with a blue body could also do really well here. No, I thought you were trying to stop me. I'm sorry. Then category 5, we have Caridina crossbreeds with the normal eyes. So we used to have more categories where we broke up the Galaxy Pintos from the Fancy Tigers, but we just did not get enough people competing with the Fancy Tigers. So this category, though, it's usually dominated by the Boas. However, Nanashis have won in the past, and Fancy Tigers have also taken the first place. So it is possible, but Boas usually take home the prize and sometimes even the fan favorite. So category 6 is all crossbreeds with the hollow eye. So not hollow eye, with the eye morph genetics. So this hollow eye, orange eyes. You get red devils in this category. The orange eye blue steels is a nice fan favorite as well. But you could easily win this category with some nice, really big orange-eyed yellow King Kongs. So it's not really this is like the least popular category of them all. Doesn't get a lot of attention. However, I think more people should be breeding these shrimp if you're breeding Caridina and you're trying to create something new. So there's no reason why this category shouldn't be more competitive in the near future.
What's that, category 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ruben entered some really cool orange-eyed orange ones in the last contest, and they were stunners. So cool. So to Scotty, we do not have a Sulu SA part of the contest because they are a wild shrimp. So just like tangerine tigers, stardust, cheetahs, none of those are entered into the contest because they're technically a wild shrimp. There is no like
you go into the wild and find the best looking one. So it's not like a anything on the breeders to select the nicest ones and work towards. And the Sulu SAs that are morphs, like the blue ghost, the orange-eyed ones and stuff like that, there's not a lot of variations of them, and there's not really anybody in the United States that's keeping them, letting enough people to compete against each other. So it's going to be many, 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 many years before Sulu SA competitions are a thing.
Yeah, it would be cool. That'd be more like an online competition to me, but you'd have to like be able to verify that it's their photo and not someone else's photo. So that one's a good addition, but never for a show, because like also heaters and running those and making sure it's up to its parameters, because Sulu SA mix doesn't mix as well. It's just way too difficult for those. So all right, we're gonna go on to what are we going on to?
Registration fees, acceptance deadline. I already went through all of those dates, but real quick, last chance to register September 3rd. You have to have your shrimp entered at the contest by September 5th at 5 p.m. And then the actual contest itself is the 6th and 7th. And the award ceremony is usually between 12 and 2. And I say that because sometimes they try to schedule the aquascaping contest awards and other things at the same
exact
time. So until I figure out what everybody else is doing, then I'll let everybody know, the shrimp people that are there on Sunday, exactly what time it's going to be. We'll try to live stream it if Wi-Fi is good in the place. If not, Shelby for sure is going to go through and film and take video of all the entries under the contest and do a video like she did on the last one. There is that video from Dallas. If you're interested on keeping or taking a look at what was entered at the last contest to kind of size up your shrimp on how they would do at this contest. And honestly, over the years in every contest, the quality, the quantity, everything is kind of going down. This is kind of like the last year to try to get the shrimp contest really going and get it really running without like too much effort, because the Carolina side of the hobby in the United States is on a heavy incline. It's nice to still see it in Europe and Asia, but there's just nobody really wanting to keep the RO unit and aqua soil and everything. So if you go back to the contest page where it shows the contest, like the whole reason why we do this is the little kid that's looking at the Carolina shrimp, and then their parents bring them to Aquashella time after time, or maybe it's just that one time they get a shrimp tank, and that becomes a lifelong hobby, and they're breeding Carolina in the future. But this is really a way to get more eyes on the hobby, and the more eyes on the hobby, the more chances of getting more Carolina breeders. So entry fee is $25 per group, then $5 for each additional group. We try to do that, so we need to edit that. And it's the $25 for the first group, and then it's $5. So it's buy one for $25, get the next one for $5. So 2 for $30. And then the shrimp group requirements, it's 3 to 5 shrimp. You can't have any unhealthy shrimp. You definitely want a minimum size of 3/4 of an inch to get maximum amount of points. Otherwise, you're really going to get a deduction, and you're not really going to see high enough points to get a grade. If your buried shrimp are entered, this doesn't really get them any higher points, but it does a little bit on how healthy they are, because if they're all females and they're not pregnant, then they might not be the healthiest. But any of the offspring that are released, it's not really possible for us to catch all of them. If you're there and you bring your shrimp in, you're more than welcome to catch as many of your babies as you can, but we can't promise sending them all back, so that's why that's in there. Deadline September 3rd again, and then shrimp pickup, tear down for the contest isn't until 4. Sometimes it takes us until 5:30. But you have to have your shrimp no later than 6. But don't really expect to get any of your shrimp until 5. But if you're there at 4 and you can find me or Shelby and you let us know, hey, we're here, we'd like to pick up our shrimp as soon as possible, we'll try to catch your shrimp before we catch the other ones that are being shipped back. Is that good? Did you have any problems with that? No? All right. And anybody that is shipping shrimp into the contest, just please reach out to either myself or Shelby, just to let us know that's what you're doing with the shrimp. A lot of times we'll get a box of shrimp in, and there won't be a return label or anything like that. And they won't be prepared with bags or anything. And we're not really able to send those shrimp back to them because we're not going to be at the post office in New Jersey on Monday. We're going to be driving home, and it's just another day or two that the shrimp would be taken before they get sent back to you. So they must be included with the return label, extra bags, and we will get them sent back exactly how you sent them to us. We save your box and everything. We put it aside so that way we can get it shipped back to you. And we want you to send the bags because the exact amount of water that you sent will be the exact amount of water we'll include on the way back type thing. Also, this time when you place an order for your registration, you'll get like a little QR code scan thing that when you get to Aquashella, you go to the front desk, they scan it, and they give you your wristband. So you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to try and figure out where to get your shrimp badge. It's never really been too much of a hassle, I don't think, for many people, but um, the water and everything like that, we make sure that the tap water is good enough for the shrimp in the contest, around 180 to 260 total dissolved solids for neocaridina. Caridina is like 130 to 150. We use RO water. We're kind of spoiled at Aquashella compared to any other show. We get in there a day early so that way we can get the tanks running, and all the water is actually properly mixed. We go ahead and get RO water before even the saltwater people get a hold of it. We're good friends with the people at Aqua FX, and they're the ones that put on the RO water for the shows. So we've got our own shrimp trash can, our own shrimp pump. So we're able to get all the appropriate water to each one of the aquariums, fill it up with the aqua soil, and then we're able to get the shrimp in on Friday, and then judge them on Saturday. So that was pretty much the procedure and entries of the groups. The judges, though, judge on the best 3 shrimp. So if you do send 5 shrimp and one of them's kind of like, but you wanted to send it just in case something happened to your other stunners, then, it's better than not getting any points at all. So we won't judge, though, the ugly duckling. We'll judge your best 3. And then I'll make sure that all of the shrimp are entered in the appropriate categories. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Just don't send me photos of the exact shrimp. We will be taking photos and video to share on our YouTube channel. And then upon arrival, contest will need to check in up at the front. Just let them know that you have their show pass and you'll get access to the show floor. If you're handing in your shrimp on Thursday or Friday, pretty much just find anybody that's got an Aquashella staff shirt on, ask them where the shrimp contest is, and they'll point you in the right direction. But we need volunteers, if possible, on Thursday around 1 or 2 o'clock. Usually it takes us quite some time to get the tables and everything out to be able to set up in the first place. But once we get going and everything, it doesn't take long to get everything set up, as long as we have a couple hands to help out with. With the help on Sunday, it'll start at 4 o'clock. We'll need help catching shrimp, tearing down the tanks, emptying out the aquariums and stuff like that. As long as you're helping us with setup or tear down the entire time, we can get you a volunteer pass into Aquashella also. So if you don't have nice shrimp, or any shrimp at all for that matter, to enter in the contest, but you want to help out, and you can be there on Thursday or Sunday. We can get you an entry in on one of those days, of course. Then I talked about why entering for like the future of the hobby, but like, why would you want to enter yourself, right? There's a lot of things. One, there's a $200 grand prize for the best of show. 2, you get respect, you get reputation, you get recognition. If you're having issues selling your shrimp or anything like that, you throw some award-winning shrimp together, people are going to recognize those as really nice shrimp. They'll fetch an extra price tag sometimes, or they'll hold their price, or just be in more demand when other people aren't able to sell their shrimp. So I've said, a few things on why we're so successful, but one of those is early on we competed, and we didn't just compete, we won. And the shrimp that we won with, those were always good sellers for us. Some of you never have seen Black Tiger's Orange Eyes on our website, and the reason is we've won so many awards for those. Every time we win awards with it, we've got people lining up with a wait list to get those shrimp, and constantly people asking for them. It's the same with our crystals, and a lot of our other award-winning shrimp will hold their price. So, yeah, Dallas would be great to have you there, Benny. Usually Dallas is around the same time every year. But I heard rumors because it's so hot that time of the year, they want to change it. So
yeah, there was a lot of complaints. So I'm assuming they were going to change it again. I feel like the Texas show would be more popular in the fall because it's like decent weather and people would be like excited. And you know how like they all kind of get out and want to go do things. It's kind of like a better time of the year to me for Texas if you're going to think about doing a show in a really hot state. It's just like Florida, like fall, like everybody comes out of their house all of a sudden, you know, because it's not so humid or sweaty or what are you drawing?
the kids drew, so I'm just adding to it.
That was you.
It looks like the Michelin Man.
Well,
That was not all me.
not all. Some of it was me for sure.
I didn't do anything except for just this.
Phil said, planning to go through this weekend and see if I have any couple show quality groups. Good.
Absolutely. And honestly, I've said this already. Competition has just been going downhill, and this isn't a competition for like people like me and Shelby and Eric Lucas who have been in the game for so long that we don't need the recognition anymore. So we do this contest. Eric judges the contest when he can, when he's there in person. I, with Shelby, organize the contest so Shelby doesn't enter any of her shrimp. I don't enter any of my shrimp. This really is for those of you who are watching, those people who are just building up a couple colonies and want to see how their individual best 5 do, or even the B team, your top, the lower half of your top 10, right? So you'll definitely be surprised of how well you do. And then of course the YouTube channel of ours, we'll do a video for it. We'll give you recognition. If you do have a store or something like that and you want to be notified, or you want to send stickers, or you want to send business cards with your shrimp, once the shrimp are judged, we'll put your stickers out. We'll put your cards out in front of your aquariums where your shrimp are entered in. But make sure you send enough of them, and also know that we don't always have somebody that's able to replenish those constantly. So most of the time it'll be scattered in the morning, refilled once or twice during the day, and then done the same time the next day. So, but there is a lot of people. Aquashella is usually the largest show that we do. There's only been like 2 other shows that have even come close to the numbers of Aquashella. There's like 3,000 to 5,000 people that come here. A lot of these people have never seen dwarf freshwater shrimp before. And
New Jersey's been untapped for a while too. Like we Chicago was around, but there's a lot of people in New Jersey. Aquatic Experience used to be in New Jersey, and it was like one of the largest shows ever. And so I'm expecting a pretty good turnout with the amount of fish people in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's a good area, especially.
It doesn't help. Right away, yeah, it doesn't
how many
help.
States are like just really close nearby? But there's been so much going on with us that if this is a successful contest, I'm sure California would be really, really popular as well. There's a lot of people in that area on that side. Like some of the OGs were in California. Eric Martins, Andrew Wayne. Man, it would be so cool to get Andrew Wayne to come out and judge the contest. Yeah. Cool. So, man, you never know. Maybe I'll get Chaz or Han to judge this one. I'll reach out.
I think California would be cool because there's a lot of people that were a part of the shrimp community that are in California. There's a big shrimp market in California itself, and most of them can't make it. I mean, they're not going to drive to Dallas. That's their closest show. So to have one in California will also be a good one. So if you're watching and you're closer to California, think about entering for that contest as well. Scotty said, I selected 2 entries. The price was right, but it wanted a different name for the second. Wouldn't allow me to put my name again. Was it 2 entries into one specific category? It might. That's weird. We're going to have to figure
If
that out.
you can take a screenshot of it, then I'll send it to Joanne and she'll try to figure that out.
Yeah, because if it's not that, maybe it was trying to tell it, like, ask if it was the same category and not a different one. That's strange. I read that like 3 times, and until I read it out loud, I just didn't understand it. So I'm very excited to see the shrimp this time. Hopefully we could get some new people into the. Did I do that with my foot?
I have no idea why that happened. That might have been that, though.
Okay, I don't know. Hopefully we're there. It looks like we're still alive.
All right. No, we're definitely still live. So, Richard asked, can I ship UPS this time? And absolutely, you can use USPS or UPS. FedEx is the only one that I don't recommend. We did one of the venues, and they didn't accept FedEx. Like, they just did not have an option for FedEx to come to their facility at all. So I'm not sure why that was or anything like that, but UPS is usually always there with no problems at all. At the last show, and I mean, this was a one of situation, right? We had to go to the post office to track down some boxes because there was one that was like returned to sender, and there was a couple of them that were like or all of them were returned to sender. One of them was like already on the way, though, it said. And I ended up getting to the post office after it closed, but was able to get all the shrimp boxes, except for one that didn't even arrive on time until like Monday or something like that. So it's just way too late. However, the shrimp made it back to that person all alive, and they were trying to get out of the shrimp hobby. I don't know if they kept them or anything. Maybe we should enter or message her and be like, hey, if you still have the shrimp, enter them again.
No, I think they're out. I haven't seen anything. Phil said, coming in for the show Friday, leaving Monday. If you guys need any help with setup or breakdown, the wife and I would be happy to lend a hand.
Sunday, absolutely. On Friday, the only really help we might need would be like aquascaping, kind of like cleaning rocks and stuff like that. If you wanted to help with that would be it, because Shelby will be aquascaping for Pet Supplies Plus. She's doing like 6 tanks, 8 tanks,
6, 1, 5, 6, 6.
6 tanks, and then we'll have both the kids with us. We'll have to set up the booth, but I plan on the booth being set up on Thursday with all the shrimp contests. And then, if you can help with acclimation to the shrimp contest on Friday, but it's not really a lot of work. Sunday is the most important part for sure, but
the acclimation's not like an issue.
No, it's not. You just go over once in a while and shake and bake the bags, and then at the very end, you just make sure all the plastic materials out of the tanks, really.
Vinny said, if I'm in the U.S., can I participate or judge? A judge would be...
We would absolutely be honored to have you as the judge.
It would be cool to participate, though.
But
I want to work with Therese, really. I do want to see if she's open to working together and figuring out a way to get the International Shrimp Contest back. And maybe we do it at one of the Aquashellas. We're going to have to see how the next 2 shrimp contests go to even see if that's a potential
the next
for next
one,
year.
It can maybe be last minute for California, but it might be too last minute. We got to figure out what other shows are going on around that time to work out for the international people. But
yeah, because I definitely, it's great doing the U.S., but some people just, they don't want to do it. And it would be nice to be able to have that international contest, because then it will show other people like there's still interest all over the world. And I think that gets people more interested in it. You know, sometimes it's not in your face of how many people there really are that are interested in the contest. So I think it'd be good. And of course, we know how to run it. Teresa's really good at running it. So I think if we just get all of us together and we work on this.
The only problem with the international contest is it will be just international. There will be 0 people from the United States that are wanting to compete these days.
I mean,
us.
Well, we won't be entering because we'll be helping.
There wasn't many people that entered in the last contest, and most of those.
It's okay.
I gotta message Jerry,
it was a full contest, and people were still trying to enter. So
yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
International.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting. It gets other people that actually come from overseas to actually see the show. So that gets me really excited. Some cool different prizes that you don't normally see over here. Different sponsors that want to sponsor it because they technically, some of them don't even have like places that are real big in the United States. So they don't really sponsor it unless it's like the international contest. So I think it's something exciting, and hopefully we can have you judge that. Maybe that will line up really good too once we get that all figured out, because I know that would be wonderful. Bugsy said, I wish I could put time into it. I know that's the thing. A lot of people are just, everyone's always having to overwork nowadays, and nothing fun. It's just work to just scrape by. You don't even get to enjoy anything anymore, honestly. Sounds good. Like October, November will be great for Dallas. I should plan one when the dates are out. Yeah, will not until next year before the. It depends. Sometimes they release the dates early, but usually it's at the end of the year or early in the next year they release the dates for the shows. It's obviously writing out contracts, because these places you have to write out contracts in order to rent these buildings, these big ones, and make sure that it's all good price, realistic for Aquashella to make money, you know? Can I buy shrimp from you and just enter them, Grant? No. And I saw you said, where's the baby? She is with the kids for a little bit, trying to get back to normal live streams. She is not going to sit still or be quiet, and the mic picks up like everything, so it's going to be way too loud for Myra to be sitting here. Someone already said last time that they could not hear Grant at all while Myra was speaking, so you can say it, fish nerds. I live in New Jersey, and I'm not sure I'll get any free time to make it. Super involved. Oh, that sucks.
Well, you should enter shrimp into the contest, and if you win, you get recognition, and you should be able to sell your shrimp around the area a lot easier. But then on top of that, you get free entry to go. So if you find time to make it, you could go, no problem. It's not going to cost you anything at all. So I really would like to see your shrimp entered in the contest.
Richard, Shelby, 6 tanks. I know you'll be so stressed. I know you. There's small tanks.
6 tanks isn't that many compared to like 21 that we've done in the past.
The time you saw me and I was doing that one giant aquascape for the aquascaping contest, I had already done 20 tanks at Aquashella. I was definitely frazzled by the time I had to do my tank, and I couldn't get it to, sink, and was getting really stressed out because aquascaping does mean a lot. I'm very competitive. Growing up, I was definitely a star athlete, so very competitive by nature, and it hurts to lose. So I still have it. Every time we lose, I probably cry a little bit on the way home. Just a little, but yeah, this one I have them all planned out. They're not too big. I think my biggest I'm only doing pet supplies, plus their booth is going to be a nice big booth. And then the big aquascaping contest, which we already have a plan for that this time.
And me and Layla are going to do most of that. So just kidding.
It's not funny. But so I only have like a big 40-gallon breeder, which I'm only doing rocks in because it's actually a cichlid tank. And then the rest small ones are going to be super easy. and already have them all planned out. And the big aquascape, we're coming in with something pretty big. Very excited.
Unless we get some inspiration from the IAPCLC tanks layout contest. Tanks.
Until you get that right, you're not entering that contest.
That are going to be announced in like 2 days, I think, maybe 3 days, but very soon. IAPLCACC.
Stop. International Aquatic Plant Layout Contest.
I can say
PLC.
that. I just can't.
IAP.
International Plant Layout Contest. Man. Just don't touch it. Now it's good. Just
all right. I'm so sorry.
Look at it again.
Oh, driving us crazy. We will get a new cord hopefully by next week.
I don't think it's the cord.
Internet's
I think
been
it's the
annoying.
port to the Xbox. Because
to
the
Xbox.
Mouse, I mean, the computer.
Don't tell me what it is. And then we got new internet, which also was supposed to be a lot faster, and it's not working at all.
Go ahead and do a speed test because we're plugged in.
I can't do a speed test right now.
What do you mean?
I can't do that right now.
Why can't you do a speed test?
Don't make me do that right now.
Okay.
This computer's complicated to find it.
I just searched speed test on Google, and it does it.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
If I'm wrong, chat. Somebody please correct me. But there's one right there, and when I did that, it was not good. That's way better than I was getting, though.
Yeah, but it's not what we pay for still.
But no,
it's going up.
It only goes up to 1,000.
There's no way. How are we freezing? But we're over 1,000.
We're plugged in. I'm telling you, Aquashella's website might be the one that's because everybody's on it because we're talking about it. You know.
No. I'll enter. I've got some orange shrimp living still. I love orange.
Orange are kind of like the underdogs, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody really likes orange, but if you've got some nice, really big orange, I remember the one year in Dallas where they should have won first place.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't have won first place, but the other person. I'm going to say it now because I'm in charge of the contest. The other person cheated and entered shrimp that were definitely one of the other judges. Like that was ridiculous. And
yeah, like they had bought them from
anything
someone
about it, and that's kind of why we took over the contest and stopped working with those other people.
Yeah, it was. There's something about Neocaridina. We can tell if they're imported, especially like newer imported shrimp because they have a specific pattern to them. A specific coloration to them, and I share it all the time. I show pictures all the time of this. I've used it in thumbnails all the time, but they definitely stand out, and you can tell because the water conditions are different in certain areas, so they can only have that specific shell coloration from those water parameters, and we cannot recreate that in the United States. So that was one of the most let down shrimp contests we had ever been a part of. And I'm glad that doesn't happen anymore. But orange, Jess from, I missed the Aquatic Morning Show, but she entered the orange shrimp. And they were huge, they were beautiful, and they should have took first. And orange are like one of the ones that people don't really enter. And I think it's a lot of times because they're harder to breed. They're harder to breed true and to get them bigger than some of the yellows. Yellows always seem to be so easy to get big. Blue, I love our blues, but they always seem so tiny. Even my biggest female seems tinier than my biggest female yellow for some reason. But oranges can also get that big. But breeding true and dark and orange are really hard. I still struggle with those. I can actually breed greens from oranges faster than a bunch of high quality orange for some reason. It drives me crazy. But that is a good one to enter. Scotty said sent over pics and a video so you can send to whomever.
Pics and a video of what?
The entry Oh my gosh, it's been like 5 minutes, Grant.
What entry is?
What are we talking about today?
The shrimp contest.
Yes.
He should not be sending me that.
What he said, he sent pictures and videos of him doing it
Of him.
to show you the problem it's having.
The problem. I'm sorry.
I can't with this man.
I thought he meant of the groups of shrimp that he was entering.
No.
And I was like, no, erase that before I look at it.
Is the fact that we can hear the baby and not Grant a bad thing? She's so cute. Debatable. That's funny. Yes, I encourage everyone to enter the contest. It helps the whole community grow in a huge way. Yes. It makes me sad because everything else gets a big rep, like guppies, inlers, to Oscars and bigger fish, angelfish. Like everyone loves them, you know. But we need to showcase the shrimp so people enjoy them. And I think they're really easy, and they're actually probably a better pet for most fish keepers that you know, that are hobbyists, because they're so much easier to care for. And it's something like when you're busy in your day-to-day life and working, it's just something to come home to, relax. It's not overwork. Like one shrimp tank should never cause you stress like one fish tank might cause you stress. The less water changes you would have to do, not feeding as much as you would fish. So I really think they're really underrated, honestly. Chevy said, I honestly don't know how you guys do everything you do. I pull my hair out probably every single day for it. We've been pretty good. This little break between here and Aquashella has been pretty good, but it did feel really short. Both of us are realizing it's like next week that we leave for Aquashella. So
we've got another week. No, not even. We got 6 days where we don't have to worry about Aquashella, and then it's nothing but Aquashella for like 8 or 9 days. If I'm going to include a recovery day after travel, because yeah, we'll be whomped. Back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Some tips. I went over the different categories and how to get higher points, but when we personally bag our shrimp for contests, we use breather bags. We write the categories on the bags only. We then get the bags wrapped up in newspaper as fast as possible. This is going to do 2 things. One, help with temperature. The second thing, though, is to help with the stress levels. If the water is visible to light and it's invisible bag and everything like that in its environment, it's going to be sticking out like a sore thumb. It's going to be stressed out. It's going to try and lose all of its color, so that way it could blend in and be invisible itself. Some shrimp will do it way worse than others. However, the sooner you catch the shrimp, get them into a bag, and then into the newspaper burrito thing, the better they're going to look like when we open up the bags and get them acclimated in the aquariums, the better they're going to look like the next day when they're judged. So get them caught, put them in like a breeder box, hang on the back, something inside the aquarium, or, you know, we would get like a 10-gallon tank that we could have our groups, you know, 5 shrimp in a 10-gallon tank, or 6 shrimp, 7 shrimp in a 10-gallon tank ready for the contest day. We catch our shrimp literally the last thing we do before we hit the road. And then another thing that we do is the insulated cooler bags or styrofoam box or something like that. That's just a little bit of extra added protection, extra added temperature control, and then we write our names on that box. You don't want to write your names on the bags of the shrimp, on the box only. That way Shelby, as the organizer, she can get all the bags into the right tanks. I'm judging. I don't want to know whose names are on the bags or whose shrimp or what shrimp or anything like that. So that way I can judge them fairly and still help her out with acclimation. What you doing over there? You want to go
Trying
check
to
all
see
of
the
that?
pictures, but the pictures don't show up. They're like really distorted.
You gotta send us screenshots.
He's got a video,
Okay.
so it'll probably be fine. Are you still talking?
No, that was all my tips
But-
on how to get there. Selection, we usually feed the shrimp. I might even, like, if I feed every 2 to 3 days, I'll wait like 4 days before I feed the shrimp. That way they fast a little bit too. And as you're selecting them, don't let them chill on the food pile so long. Catch them as the nice ones come out of the woodworks. Get them into a little breeder box so that way you can select them the next day, bag them up, and get them shipped off or bring them to the show.
Bugsy said, playing Warzone yet? Hit me up if you do. And then Uncle Joe said, let's play some Warzone, Grant. Grant will never play Warzone. If you're playing Warzone, it's me and Jaden. We play Warzone once in a while.
Don't say never.
Never.
If I got my eyesight back, I might play. But I can't see people from long distance. And I
just get better is what you told me. Just get better.
What?
Yeah, when we first got together and I told you I couldn't see people in Call of Duty, you said, just get better. Just get better.
No.
Just get I have poor eyesight, so yeah. But yeah, me and Jaden play once in a blue
Halo.
moon.
You didn't need to like see people. They're red and blue.
I never had problems with Halo. It was Call of Duty. That was it. Halo was never an issue. Not once did I ever have issues with Halo because they're bright red and blue.
Okay, Velma. I can't see without my glasses. You do. You need your glasses.
Yeah.
I need glasses if I'm going to play Call of Duty. I need better eyesight.
There's a fish show in Iowa in October. Any shrimp activities? I don't know anything about that.
I know one in Ohio, but I think it's in November, not October.
Orange are the only Neos I'm keeping pure these days. They're so pretty.
Well, you should enter them in the contest, Steve. You ever think of that?
Yes, we do attend the
Keystone Clash.
Keystone Clash every year.
She misses 1 year and she can't even remember the name anymore.
That's so funny. The Clash is in September 20th. Thank you, Jenna. September 26th through the 28th. Myra's birthday is the 25th, and we will be there.
We've pretty much got our entire month planned out for September. We've got Aquashella the first week, the Pasco Aquatic Club swap meet is the second week. Third week is the Tampa Bay Aquarium Society, which we're going to do, and we're not going to tell my family that we're bringing a little bit of cake to celebrate with our fish family because Velma should be there. I said Velma, but Thelma should see Myra eat some cake for her
say
birthday.
It so much. If we had another girl, it's a great name.
Thelma?
No, Welma.
Velma. You said Welma. Welma.
Oh my gosh.
Welma, go
get
get your mom a gallon of water.
We're never gonna get that name right. That's a terrible name. I'm so sorry to hear that Cynthia needs back surgery. If you guys need anything, let us know.
Man, I thought she got it last year. I thought everything was all right after that. Sorry to hear that.
It's hard to hear. So you want Shrimp Group's videos sent to you? No, you're not allowed.
You'll tell me later, I take it?
Yeah, it's just, they're just messing with us. Can I enter 400 shrimp in the contest, but send Grant each shrimp entry information for him to deal with? Can only send him one at a time.
I mean, if you're going to enter that many shrimp into the contest, please.
Yes, we do bring Caradina, dry goods, etc. to sell at. We have our own booth.
Hold on now. You're getting ahead. I don't know how much Caradina we're really going to send. So, Phil.
All of them.
Phil,
I'm gonna take all the
If there's something that you want, if there's something you've had your eye on, if there's something in the last video that we shared of all of the shrimp colonies or something like that, you had your eye on something, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah,
I'll let you know if it's available, or I might be able to let something go. I know somebody reached out to me and they wanted Silhouette shrimp, and I don't have any Silhouette shrimp. I'm comfortable with letting go. We focus too much on the rabbit snails, not enough on the shrimp, so it needs to go back to the shrimp. But the red tigers, I keep feeding them and I keep forgetting to go back and look at them. So
yeah, who messaged? You still haven't got back to that person?
I keep forgetting. I keep feeding them, and I'm like, I will come back in 15 minutes.
All right, raise a hand who wants me to duct tape Grant's laptop so he can't play games till he has to do that. It's not even the problem. It's the problem.
It didn't matter what I would be doing. I'd still be forgetting. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure one of the nights was like just family game night and we played sequence and I just forgot to go back and look.
Scotty said, good grief, you guys need sleep. Which, mind you, I was napping before this. It didn't help. I can't remember a conversation 5 minutes ago, so I can't remember the name of the event. We're literally just two people that can't remember anything. We were not the people that are supposed to, like...
Layla. Layla has all the memory from both of us. Great. She got it both. I don't even bring a list to the store. I just bring Layla. Layla is my shopping buddy. Yeah. She's the best, right? When it comes to that, she'll remember everything, and she'll think of something that we didn't think about and add it onto the list. Like slime or something. Like that. I don't know why we needed it, but she said we did.
We did. Fun fact, each time I have a kid, I lose something new. Jada and I lost my body. Layla, I lost my mind. And then Myra, I've lost my curly hair. I just,
you lost your curly hair before Myra. Don't blame that on Myra.
When I got pregnant with Myra is when my hair went straight.
It was when you got your hair done by the last person before Halloween last year.
Myra. No.
Yes.
No, it was just straightened.
And then it's never come back. And you blame the lady that did your hair that she put some product in it. And don't blame Myra Myra. You've already blamed somebody else for your straight hair.
I wish I could blame it on this, honestly, but unfortunately, I don't partake.
I like rocks.
No, they truly are exhausted. No, I'm just... Actually, I do have memory issues in my entire family. So if I don't watch my health, it'll just get worse. A big leading cause of memory loss is diabetes. And both of us do have issues with sugar intake and
Speak for yourself.
Health.
I'm a professional at it now.
Oh, professional diabetic.
I eat a lot of sugar. All right, get out of here. I just have a one-track mind, and I'm thinking about people entering their groups and getting shrimp entered. Sure. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sending videos and photos," and I'm like, "I'm not helping you win the contest, Scotty. I can't." As much as I'd love to return the favor for the lovely day at the aquarium, I can't do it in the shrimp contest. You can get a favor out of me at the Keystone Clash for sure, but I can't do that one there. That's all I was thinking about. And then I forgot he was having an issue. I honestly did forget about that.
Within 5 minutes. That's crazy.
That's your problem, not my problem. So
is it my problem?
He messaged you, right?
You are my problem. No,
that's your part of the organization.
He messaged you. Oh. You are my problem. Tony Hawk re-released is good. It's been so long since I played that game. I sucked at that. Honestly, I think it was fun for sure, but I suck at it.
That was one of those games where I could just
button smash.
Combo after one another and hold and build a higher point score than anybody else.
I would love to see you do that, and then I'm just gonna button smash next to you, and I'm telling you, unless you have the pro combos, I'm still gonna win.
It's all about the multipliers.
It's all about button smashing.
No, I can just,
at the right time.
I just find one rail that's next to another rail, and I can just manually between them. I'm golden.
Scotty, I just want to enter some damn shrimp for the first time, and he has to deal with us.
Well, I'm gonna send what you sent to me to Joanne.
Yeah,
That needs to
he
be
did send it
forwarded.
to you, but we have to decipher
Dissect
that
it.
before we send it to Joanne because you can't see it.
Oh.
So
That's my
we
phone?
have to figure it out. Yes. So
Can
there
you
it is.
send it to me on
Guest
Facebook?
name cannot be repeated. So I would probably just put like entry 2. That's probably what it needs.
Yeah, can you just try giving it a false name? Like one could be Little Scotty, the other one could be Littler Scotty.
Attendee number 2.
All right, while she's doing that, how's it going,
Yeah, I would
Matt?
just put maybe your initials and then like number 2 or something like that. Try doing that. That's going to be the problem because what it's going to do is try to give a ticket to that person too. So people are going to try to use someone else's name to do that. So we'll have to call her and fix that in the morning.
Yeah. And then he just had a orange Rilly baby pop out, a batch of them.
That's cool.
We actually just got orange Rillies in the mail on Saturday from Mike Esposito, who is one of the volunteers for the shrimp contest. So we'll eventually get those going again. He sent me a bunch. There's like 30 or 40 of them in there. There's a lot.
Where'd you set those?
In the tank down there. I caught the fish, moved the fish over, and yeah.
Okay. Yep. I forget there's fish up there.
I feed them, don't worry.
Matt.
I'm taking care of them. Those are Diana Wallstead's fish, so they kind of get pampered.
I do feed them.
I was letting the people know.
Okay. You're a strange one. Is there anything else on your list?
No, that is everything. So, yeah, wait till tomorrow just to be safe, Scotty. Unless you can figure it out. I mean, if you figured it out, then let us know what you did.
Yeah.
Whatever code names you use is fine with me, as long as we know there's 2 entries. We just set up 2 tanks. We need to know what categories are, and then once we get the entries sent in, we'll put together the rest. So,
yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for this week. Good luck, everybody, with your entries in the shrimp contest. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us, Facebook or thegardenofeater@gmail.com. Not much going on other than, us shipping out shrimp and getting ready for Aquashella. So
you're what with the shrimp?
We're doing it both. We're eating them, we're shipping them.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Take care, everyone. See you next week.